We all want food that's healthy, gorgeous, and super quick. So I'm going to show you a whole new way to cook. Amazing meals that you can do in just 15 minutes. Time-saving tricks and multitasking to the max. You can create magic in the kitchen. We're talking big flavours, fast. And these are great meals without the guilt. Balanced, tasty, and good for you. Healthy food that you can eat every day. It's delicious, nutritious, super fast food. Today, a giant Yorkshire pud with luscious smoked salmon. And a gorgeous Greek chicken salad platter. Look at that. A lovely little mouthful. So fresh. Welcome to the 15-minute meal mindset. If you think you haven't got time to cook, then think again. First up, this is one of my favourites. Yorkshire, smoked salmon and summery salads. Why wait till Sunday for a Yorkshire pudding? This one is a really good one. In 15 minutes, we're going to do it. A giant fluffy Yorkshire pudding is sure to put a smile on anyone's face, and this one cooks in half the usual time. Scented with rosemary, it's served with beautifully rich smoked salmon and a punchy lemon and horseradish sauce. Plus, a warm glazed beetroot salad and a char-grilled asparagus make this one a meal to remember. A great lunch or light supper for four, all done in just 15 minutes. I've got the oven on 200. First things first, we're going to get some rosemary. I want about 3 or 4 sprigs of rosemary. And you know when you begin a Yorkshire pudding, you need that oil in the oven, in the little moulds, getting hot. Well, we're going to kind of reenact that in a big pan, OK? So I want 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan. You could use a groundnut oil if you wanted to. Strip off the rosemary leaves into here. When you fry rosemary like this, the most amazing sort of meaty, savoury quality comes out of it. It's so, so good. So just shake it about a little bit, get all of the rosemary coated. To cook the Yorkshire fast, I'm going to start it off in this pan. So while the rosemary crispens up and flavours the oil, I can crack on with the batter. So you want about 150 mils of milk going in there. 65 grams of plain flour, which is 2 heaped tablespoons of flour. And then 2 lovely, large, free-range eggs. Crack that in. You could do it by hand, but I'm just thinking, you know, in 15-minute meals, you want to be able to wazz it up, get the air into it, and it's going to give it better lift. Back in the pan, you can see it's gone deep green. Just distribute this around. That's done. Click it off. And all I want you to do is, you know, get the fork here and just pull some of that rosemary out. And then I just want to put that to the side. Just shake this and put in this batter. And mix up that rosemary. That smell of rosemary and oil is fantastic. And then sprinkle some of that rosemary on top because you want to be able to see it. So we're going to just fry it here for 30 seconds. That sort of real intense heat on the bottom is really important. We've got the oven preheated, 200. Now, let me tell you the inspiration for this dish. We all love smoked salmon. We all love Yorkshire pudding. And then, of course, you know, when you have a little canapé or you go to France or whatever, you have a little Bellini and smoked salmon, and they do that often. If you're really posh, a little bit of caviar. And I was just sort of thinking, Bellinis and smoked salmon, Bellinis and smoked salmon. Well, the same mix for a Bellini is pretty much the same as a Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding, smoked salmon, 2 of the best things in my life. Let's just put it together on a big old board. Let's hit it up with some nice, delicious salads. You know, that's got to be good. So there we go. Straight into the oven now. And one thing to remember is that whole recipe and the quantity and the 30 minutes in that oven has been perfectly designed to work with that 28-centimetre pan. Really important. Don't go putting it in a 32 or an 8 or a 10. 28 centimetre and it'll work every single time. So, Yorkshire on, 13 minutes to go. I'm going to use that time to turn a few simple ingredients into some wow factor salads with delicious glazed beetroots and char-grilled asparagus. What I want to do is show you a really lovely way to treat asparagus. We're not boiling, we're not steaming, we're not frying. I want to put it into a griddle pan, completely dry. Now, no oil. If you put oil on it, it'll be smoking. I don't want that. I want to just basically char this asparagus, and it's going to do something really beautiful. Just push it down so it's in perfect contact. You know, when you steam or boil asparagus, it's gentle and delicious and a bit of butter, gorgeous. This is going to make it taste completely different. You know, nutty, and then when you hit it with some lemon and some olive oil, it's just to die for. So we can kind of just keep our eye on that. So, next thing, I'm going to do a little warm beetroot salad. If you go in the supermarkets, you can get these Kryvac beetroots. They're already cooked. They're already done for you. Beets do take about 40 minutes to boil, so it's a bit of a drag. I like them. When you open this little pack up, be careful, because beet juice will go everywhere. And you don't want it going over your clothes either, because you can tell I've dressed up for today. For my smoked salmon, I've worn my smoked salmon top, just to be colour coordinating. So just slice up these beets. You can, in actual fact, you can do it any shape you want. I'm just going to slice them up one way, slice them exactly the same the other way. I don't care how you slice them up, clank them up, be odds, even. So these beets are already cooked. They're already sweet. I'm going to put them straight into a pan, which is heating up, and I'm going to put it in with about 4 or 5 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. And I just want to glaze it. So there's 2 things happening here. One, we're obviously putting acidity on the sweetness of the beets, and 2, we're heating it all up. We want a warm salad. Hit it up with a little bit of salt, really important with beets. Nice bit of pepper, and we'll just keep turning that over with a spoon, and that'll be gorgeous. And what's going to happen over like a minute or 2 is that, you know, the vinegar will just go down and down and down, and then it'll look almost like it's coated in beautiful, dark, shiny stuff. The Yorkie's in the oven. I daren't even look at it. I've just got to have faith that it's going to work. Give the beets a stir every now and again, and turn the asparagus so that they get a lovely even char to really bring out those nutty flavours. Next, I want to make an amazing horseradish sauce to bring this whole dish together. Horseradish sauce and smoked salmon are like incredible together. With the Yorkie and the salads, unbelievable. And the beets and horseradish. So it's all kind of friends in the story. What I want to do is show you how to make a really delicious horseradish sauce. Normally it'll be with cream. And, you know, I'm using 0 fat, natural yoghurt. I want about 3 heaped tablespoons in here. And then I want about the same, 2 or 3 heaped tablespoons of horseradish. Nice, really hot stuff. Don't go for the mild, tame stuff. So get that in there. We're going to mix that up. I'm just going to put the juice of half a lemon in there at the moment. Squeeze it through your fingers to catch any seeds if you've got any. None on that one. And obviously, with the yoghurt, which tastes delicious, by the way, you've got to try it, is much, much better for you. Really nice. So, horseradish sauce done. Now back to the beets. And that sweet balsamic is reducing down beautifully. So, beets are looking good, right? And look, the thing on this is, you're taking it down, down, down until you glaze it. The stage after glazing it is burning it, right? So, you've got to keep your eyes peeled. But that point where it just glazes it is so gorgeous, almost like little toffee apples. It's beautiful. So, next, cress. I'm thinking kind of smoked salmon sandwiches. Forgive me if I'm kind of a bit bonkers, but, you know, sort of afternoon tea, that sort of vibe. So, just put the cress in a sort of semicircle there. Cut this other one here. I'm trying to be a bit naff and a bit old-fashioned, so I'm doing it in a little circle like that. And I'm going to put my beets in the middle. I seem to be doing that a lot at the moment, just having a laugh with food. It's quite funny to sort of take the mickey, I think, sometimes. So look, here's that point. Can you see? See that point there? It's just starting to catch. Can you see how shiny it is? It's just salt and balsamic vinegar. And I'm going to spoon that into the middle of our very 80s kind of circle, but I kind of like it. You know, where's that stray one? That's for me. Oh, good. So look, these are nicely charred up now. And the last thing I want to do here is, while this griddle pan is screaming hot, get your griddle pan, get your lemon juice, and just shake in lemon juice like that. And lemon juice is really, really sort of rich in sugar, natural sugar. So can you see it shining now? And it's going to shine now, and it'll be burnt in a second. So I just want to grab that, like that, and just bang that over here. So everything is now ready and waiting for the star of the show. It's had its 13 minutes, so now it's time to unleash the big Yorkie. Come on, look at this. You got a lovely, look at that. It's almost like a landscape. Absolutely gorgeous. Really nice. So just get a fish slice, get in the side, no mucking about. Look how beautiful that is. Little bit of sunshine in your life. You know when the Yorkshire pudding is in the house. How many people have ever had a bad day when mum or dad or whoever is cooking a Yorkshire pudding? It's all good. So the only thing to do now is get your smoked salmon, and I'm not trying to be camp about it or anything like that, but just sort of donk like a little rose. And I don't know what I'm doing, circles and roses. What's happening? I've got a pink top on. I'm changing. I think I'm in transition. Something's happening. But just wind up a little bit of smoked salmon, couple of nice slices around there like that, and happy days. Spoon over that wonderful horseradish sauce, serve it up with some lemon wedges, and top your beetroot salad with a few small basil leaves. You wouldn't argue with that. Gorgeous. Smoked salmon, big Yorkshire pud, caramelised beets and char-grilled asparagus. It just took 15 minutes and you'll be desperate to tuck into this one. This is absolutely the best thing ever. Giant Yorkshire pudding, smoked salmon, horseradish sauce. And I tell you what, if you follow the recipe for the Yorkie to the T, it works every single time. So good. Oh. Next, all of it in there. You know that looks good. A great Greek feast with herby chicken and fresh tzatziki. Lovely little salad, really quick and really gorgeous. Lovely chicken. This gorgeous salad platter celebrates the very best summery flavours of Greece. Crispy herb-encrusted chicken with a hint of spice, and a classic homemade Greek tzatziki for contrast and freshness. All served up on a bed of couscous that's bursting with colours and Mediterranean flavours to make every mouthful a taste sensation. A great lunch or dinner for four, brought to your table in only 15 minutes. OK, so we're going to make this beautiful family service feast of a salad. We're going to make it so exciting, and the crispy chicken is going to be amazing. But it's really all about the salad. So I want to do the couscous first, and it's so simple to do. You don't even need to cook it. So let me give you a method that is so foolproof and easy. Get yourself a regular builder's cup, OK? This is more than enough for 4 portions. Just fill this up like this. Couscous is made out of semolina, and it's already cooked. It's just been dried. So your only job is to rehydrate it. So I'm gonna whack this into a bowl, pour it in there like that, and then what I wanna do is 2 to 1. 2 boiling water to 1 couscous. It works every single time. It's light, it's fluffy, and it'll allow you to have it hot like rice, or, you know, let it cool down and make a beautiful, beautiful salad. So all I'm gonna do is put a little pinch of salt in there, give it a little mix, and put a lid on top or a plate, and that'll be beautiful, perfect, hot and steamy, ready and raring to go. OK, the next bit, the chicken. 2 beautiful chicken breasts, seasoned from a height with some sea salt, some black pepper, and the spice that I'm going to use is allspice. It's a brilliant, brilliant spice. It's dark, it's fantastic, and I'm just going to sprinkle that. About a teaspoon goes on. You can be quite generous. And then I've got a nice lemon. Try and get the unwaxed ones here. I've got a lovely fine grater. You can get these on a box grater as well, and just do little bits of that lovely, fragrant lemon. And that is unbelievable. You don't want the white pith, because that's bitter. But on the fine side, all you get is that beautiful, fragrant side of it, which is really, really gorgeous. And then a herb. And the nice one that I want to go for, because we're kind of in Greece at the moment, in Greek mode, oregano. So we've got some flowering oregano here. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful, right? And the thing is, it's so easy to grow oregano, cheap. You know, it comes back year after year, and every year it flowers, and when it flowers, just cut it off, hang it above a radiator in an airing cupboard, and I just go like that, scrunch, and it comes off. It's brilliant. So just put that flavouring on the other side, like that, and now I want to flatten it out so it cooks really nice and quick. So just tap it quite gently. That'll bash that flavouring into the chicken, and it will make it thinner, so it's literally going to cook in half the time. So let's have a look at that. OK, gorgeous, just what we want. And you can see what we've done there. We've made like a gorgeous encrustment of flavour, and that's going to work really, really well because it's going to be really golden on the outside and white and fresh in the middle. So we've got a hot pan on already. I want to go in with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and get the chicken and just pop that straight in there to fry away like that. We want to cook that for around about 3.5 minutes on each side. We'll keep an eye on it. Basically, by the time that's golden and gorgeous on both sides, that's going to be cooked and ready to be eaten. I can leave the chicken to go golden for the next few minutes. So now I've got time to make the classic, cool Greek tzatziki. I want a cucumber. I'm only going to use half. And what I want to do is really nice, long strokes of the cucumber, like that. So you're going to get this beautiful, chunky texture from the cucumber. So just half a cucumber, like that. Then I've got this lovely method of getting flavour into it. What I want to do is over-generously season this with salt, OK? Don't worry, we're not going to be eating it. But the second that salt hits the cucumber, it starts, can you see it's making it shiny, right? And literally in 20 seconds, right, you know, cucumber's 98% water. I'm going to gather that up, put it in my hand, right, and I'm going to squeeze it. And look at the water that comes out, OK? So that's the water, you know, that's going to kind of make your tzatziki wet and sloppy and not as intense. So very simply, I'm going to get rid of that salty water. We go in with our cucumber, and now we hit this up with flavour. So we're going to go in with some zero-fat yoghurt. So we want to go about 4 heaped tablespoons, like that. And then we want to flavour that with mint. Mint is such a beautiful, beautiful flavour for this. And again, with 15-minute meals, I haven't got time to sit there sort of picking cute little bits of mint. Just go to your bunch like that, grab it at the top. All of this stuff here is juicy and gorgeous, even the stalks, and just rip it off like that, OK? Let's just chop this up and get things really beautifully fine. So finely chop your mint. Use your knife to carry it over. We'll put that in our tzatziki here, and let's finish it off. What it really needs now is maybe a little pepper and some lovely lemon juice. So the juice of about half a lemon, then simply get a spoon and mix it up, and that's so much better than stuff you can buy. Honestly, it's full of life, it's got texture. We have a little taste. Oh yeah, beautiful. Tzatziki done. The chicken has had about 3 minutes. Let's have a little look, see what's going on here. Beautiful, and look at that. Really dark, crispy and gorgeous. Half cooked now. We'll turn it over. And it probably looks like it's quite dark in the pan. And that's a good thing. You want to have that contrast of really dark and lovely flavour and really fresh white insides. So, just a few minutes until the chicken is done. Now for the base of the salad. I want some fabulous finely chopped flavours to run through the couscous. The next thing I'm going to do is some spring onions. Some lovely fresh spring onions, lovely in a salad. I just want about 4 spring onions in there. 1 fresh red chilli. Just take the stalk off the chilli like that. Leave the seeds in, no problem at all. And the herb I'm using is dill. I'm going to go nice half bunch of dill. It's so fragrant and gorgeous. So I'm just going to throw this into a food processor. Next, we're going to go to peppers. Break up the peppers a little bit, just to kind of take the pressure off the food processor so it's an even slice up. Obviously, you could do this by hand, absolutely no problem at all. But, you know, with 15-minute meals, you want to really use equipment, you know, to help you and make you fast and proficient. So we go in there with the chilli, and we're going to pulse it. I want to have it nice and fine. And the great thing is it bruises that dill into the veg, so you're really starting to get some serious flavour going. I just want to go into a nice big tray, with my veg. Get your hands in there like that. So you've got all those beautiful colours, look at that. I've got some fresh peas, and you can get them podded, which is lovely. And raw peas in a salad are absolutely phenomenal. They kind of pop in your mouth, they're sweet, they're delicious. I also want to get some olives in there. If you want to have a nice olive, get them always with the stones in. And simply, if you want to just de-stone it, all you have to do is put your thumb on it like this, squash them, and the seed comes out, okay? Dead simple. And we'll put them in with the peas. Look at the colours, green, yellow, red, the black olives. Just a couple of tablespoons of good quality extra virgin olive oil, the juice of one or a juicy half a lemon. So get that lemon in there, and we're just going to dress that up. So grab your couscous and mix it all up with those wonderful fresh flavours. The dill, the onion, you know, that heat from the chilli, you know, that kind of lovely flavour from the olives. All of it in there, you know that looks good. Get your crispy golden chicken breasts out of the pan. That's basically what we're looking at. You can see it's juicy. You know, the skin's off, so you're saving a lot of fat there, but we've added, you know, flavour back in where you've taken the skin and the flavour away. Then slice them up about 1 centimetre thick. Let me just show you how gorgeous and juicy that is. Okay? So gnarly on the outside, juicy, juicy in the middle. That's what we want from chicken. Place the tzatziki in the centre and lay the warm, herby chicken all around the platter. Crumble over 40 gorgeous grams of feta cheese for a final nod to grease. And finish with a little dill. There you go. Lovely little salad, really quick and really gorgeous. Lovely chicken. A really delicious Greek feast of a salad, ready to tuck into in just 15 minutes. Gorgeous, look at that. A lovely little mouthful. So fresh. And every now and again you get pea, this fresh peas going boop, and just so sweet. Absolutely. Light as a feather and gorgeous.
You know what I mean? No man can win my love. The sweetness that I'm thinking of. We always hang in a buffalo stands. We do the dive every time we dance. I give you love, baby, not romance. I make you move, nothing left to chance. So don't you get fresh with me. I'm about it.